Hi, my name is Joanie Eisinger. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been to my website, please go to jonieswhitelighealing.com and you'll find out more about me. I do this professionally. I am a psychic and a healer. You could find me on Facebook and you could like my Joanie's White Light Healing fan page if you'd like. Please friend me. Message me and let me know how you found me because I don't friend strangers. You could find me on LinkedIn, Twitter, and SoundCloud. And regarding YouTube, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Press the all bell icon and you'll get all the notifications of when I'm doing videos. Please like and share and comment below because I love hearing from you. If you have any suggestions regarding other themes for videos, please let me know in any of the comments below because I get notified when I get a comment and I'll take that into consideration regarding my doing another video about your theme, what your request is. Regarding the timestamp, this is April 17, 2020, and Spirit knows when you will be watching this video. Therefore, you could watch it on another day and it still will have relevance. If it doesn't resonate, I suggest putting it on the shelf because it might come to you and it might all come together later on. Who do I pull from? The highest of Christ-like consciousness, the ones that are the wisest of the wise. We're talking archangels, ascended masters, guides, loved ones, elementals, consciousnesses, star beings, and they come in as one voice. When I first was becoming gifted with abilities, they would come in one at a time and I would see them, I would know them, I would feel them, and I was doing all different hand movements depending on who they were. And then after they brought their frequencies in respectively, then they started combining and coming in. I speak Pleiadian and Syrian. These are two star languages, and I am from the star system Arcturus. Some people might want to know, well, how do you know that? I had a reading done a long time ago, and I was told that I am Arcturian. Makes complete sense to me. They say I'm kind of like the mad scientist. So I've got that brainy piece that likes to inspect and analyze, but I do have the fun part of me that is quite a character. Okay. So regarding what we've got here, I asked myself, okay, what would be a good theme to talk about today? And I've been reiterating a lot of things throughout the videos, but I thought that we could talk a little bit regarding positive outcomes and the law of attraction, making a good movie. So many of you have heard me talk about this before. You might have read some blog posts, which you could find on my website, jonieswhitelighealing.com. And you've seen me pen pieces on Facebook, and I've talked about in some of the YouTubes about our thoughts creating our reality. So with that being said, I want to get into that because here we are at this very challenging time. I don't know, some people might even call that a euphemism, and they might say it's a kick-ass time. It's not challenging, that's too soft. Whatever the case, it is a challenge for every soul on how to stay cool, calm, and collected. And it's important to embrace this concept. We are all one and we're all connected. Therefore, what we think is actually put out to the collective and it affects us all. If you think positively, it's got a ripple effect. If you think negatively, ripple effect. What you say affects you and it affects me and it affects everyone. And what you do affects you and it affects everyone. Therefore, I say make a good movie. You have the choice whether you're going to think, speak, and act a certain way. That is in your control. If you embrace the concept of unity consciousness and that we are all one, you might start becoming more sensitive to what you think, say, and do. I'd love for you to consider that way because all of our thoughts and our words and our deeds, our actions affect one another. We're trying to get through a very challenging time, and I suggest thinking positively, speaking positively, and doing positively. So some people say, well, how do I do that? I'm really in a rut. So I would say start now. You don't have to be on a therapist's couch for 20 years to make a decision to change. You could do this right now. I always bring this up regarding addicts and alcoholics, or those that are in the throes of addiction. An addict might not be on a couch for 20 years to decide, okay, today's the day. I think I'm ready to stop. Sure, there are ones, but when a person stops, they just stop. Today's the day I'm stopping. So you can do that regarding your thoughts. And you could say, you know what, today I'm going to put that negativity aside and I'm going to bring in something that's a higher vibration, that's lighter, that's happier. Okay, Spirit just said they're working on y'all. So go get your water and have a sip. It'll help flush negative energies through the physical body. So evidently people are working on this furiously right now. There are a lot of higher selves that are on board with this, and spirits come in. There are a lot of y'all guides are here, and you're doing a lot of work. I see it's like, wow, like the engine, the pistons are going right now, and you're trying to release. Okay. Regarding this movie, I don't know if you knew, but this Earth School is a simulation. It's an experiment. It's a drama where we come down. We forget that we are all connected. We forget our pre-birth plans. We forget that our souls are eternal. We set up obstacles along our pathway, and then we get born. Veil is put down, and then we operate like this. So a lot of us are coming to that awakening, the thinning of the veil is lifting, our gifts are coming in, and we're returning to that knowing. But there are a lot of people, it could be you, that you might not be aware that this is like an experiment. It's a really kick-ass challenge of a planet to almost be so close. So much of reality, so much of what's going on is cloaked that we have to go in every nook and cranny and almost like a video game, and you have to go here or here, and you're looking for the prize, and there are all these tunnels and escape routes and hatches and this and that, and you're looking for truth, and you're clearing the way so you can be liberated and come to that knowing again. Well, back to the movie. We're at a very auspicious time in Earth's history. Every 26,000+ years, there's a reboot. This reboot is different. We've got an awakening going on. We are now returning to our knowing. Veil is thinning. People are coming into their gifts. Evil is being vanquished from the earth. And love is entering. And we are being free. We're being liberated of a lot of our suffering. So you might not have known that. You don't have to be on board with that. This is my truth. There's your truth, my truth, and the truth. I put it out there for you, and you get to decide whether it feels good. You can put it on the shelf if you're not sure. You could trash it if it totally doesn't resonate. You could even turn off this video if you'd like. It's totally fine. I'm just offering you another perspective. So we're all actors on the stage, and it does take a village, and we're walking each other home. So with all of that put together, I say make a good movie. Many people have heard me say that, and that you can make your movie better. If you find yourself in a cramped situation, in a terrifying situation, in disappointment, in regret, depression, anxiety, confusion, addiction, whatever it is, you can consider that you could shift your thoughts. That is in your control. I can't do that for you. You have the ability to, as I say, walk on the sunny side of the street, or you walk on the one that's shadowy. I suggest the former. Again, more regarding the movie and your thoughts creating your reality. Just because you think positively doesn't mean it's going to happen immediately. It might. Matters on who the person is. They might be a master manifester. They might be an old soul. They might have little, if any, fear or doubt, any blocks that would keep them from manifesting a better outcome. And it's for your highest good. So if something comes in, whether it's immediate or down the road, it is for your highest good. If it's an alteration, if it's some type of configuration of what you were looking for, that was for your highest good, and that what you were asking for was not. Maybe that might come at another time, but I always say whatever is for your highest good. So you need to know that. Do not have expectations regarding what you want your movie to be like. They are such a setup for disappointment. I say do not hang your hat on anything because you could be very, very much disappointed. So you imagine, what type of an outcome would I like regarding this present situation that we have going here on Earth? Well, I'll throw a few things out. I'd love for people to be outside and free, where the air is clean, where everyone is healed and healthy, where people are free of all of their suffering and their sadness, where any anger is transmuted and is returned home, where people feel connected and know that everyone is woven into this beautiful tapestry, that love is available to us, that we are love and the concept of love is our birthright, that people don't feel that they need to sanitize things and have to worry about germs, where healing modalities are available for everyone and that it is at little or no cost, where truth reigns supreme, where people communicate well with each other, where there's honesty and justice, where people are following their passions and their strengths, and they fall into their respective jobs exactly what matches with their true essence, that they are doing exactly what they want to do, and they are in love with what they are doing. Where people find each other in terms of love and matches, where soulmates reunite, where children are born healthy, where there are no mandates of anything that would harm them, where children's schools, where their education from pre-K through postgraduate, certificates and postdocs are all of the highest of Christ's light, and that the information that is being disseminated to them has integrity and is free of any fallacy, where the food we eat is pure, where the animals are kept from us, and that our bodies shift over to that of more of a nature-based food intake. I don't even know how to say that. And I'll just say as an aside that I'm a carnivore and my body goes into shakes if I don't have meat protein, but that I do believe that the higher we go from carbon to crystalline in our structures, that we won't be killing animals anymore, because that isn't what we were meant to do. That our vehicles are safe, that the emissions, it's just a non-issue, that barter becomes the norm, that we're able to manifest on demand, that we come into our psychic gifts, which we all have, that our bodies are completely healed, that we are filled with abundance and prosperity, and that we are all loaded with so much money until there is barter, that debts are forgiven, that evil is vanquished from the earth, and that any souls that are not playing nicely in the sandbox go somewhere where they're meant to be. I don't know what that would be, but they wouldn't be in my movie. I'm just talking about my movie, my New Earth reality, where families are tight, where families, if they cannot get along, that the friends become families and that they are the true family. That our galactic brothers and sisters show themselves, that there is a disclosure, that we learn about free energy, that all the cures are offered, that healers and psychics and such and the readers of the highest of Christ's light are mentors, and they serve as guides, so folks come into their own. So these become bridges, not creating any dependencies, where knowledge is sought about everything in the universe, where all the animals around the world are protected and that they flourish, that where we communicate with them, where we are safe, danger and fear do not even compute. We don't even know what that is. that we rest, that we vacation, that we play, that we are creative master beings that come into our own knowing of exactly who we are, what we can do, and how we could be of service to other. Where we love ourselves with such deep fury that we don't even know what to make of that, that we are so in awe of love of self and love of other, love of humanity, love of the oneness, that we are on our knees in awe. So with that, that's my movie. And I throw that out there for you because a lot of you might not have considered that. Your thoughts create your reality. Watch what you think and watch what you say. You're a very, very powerful master creator being. It's called the law of attraction. What you put out comes to you. If you desire it and you think about it, talk about it, and take steps towards it, and if it's for your highest good, you could draw that to you. If you fear it and you talk about it, think about it, and take steps about that fear, you could draw that as well. So again, I always say, make a good movie. Have it be that the sun is rising, that the glass is half full. It's the dawn of a new day versus it's the end of time and I'm running out, and that hourglass is running out of the sand. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about how powerful you are. And if you knew that already, then maybe this is just validation. Maybe there's something in my movie that you'd like to throw into yours. And you know, if you make a movie that's similar to mine, it's not 1 and 1 is 2. It's 1 and 1 is 1,000. It's exponential. When we join together with a similar perception of how we could shift this earth, we can manifest that. If you've heard about those global meditations where people around the world are meditating at a certain time and then there are fewer wars, fewer killings, that's because we are coming together with a similar view, and we're linked, our hearts are linked with love, and we have the power to change outcome. Again, why do I say this? It's not just make a good movie for fun. I believe that we are at a place, it's a spiritual war between light and dark. And I believe that if we go to the light side and we focus on love and hope and we pray and we go into that master creatorship, that is our birthright. It is who we are as souls, that we can change the outcome. I do believe that love wins anyway, that light does win over dark, but why not bring it on home? Why not be a part of it? You can. So I hope that this assisted. If you're interested in having a reading or healing with me, please contact me through my website. I do Skype, Facebook video, and phone for folks who are not local to North Central New Jersey. And I will see you at the next video. Bye, y'all.